Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Welcome back to the latest transfer news update that we have. Sorry guys, just came around a little bit late because there were some transfer updates happening and I wanted to recap everything which has happened just for today. I'm going to be starting with, first of all, Tottenham. Today Tottenham did sign Richarlison from Everton on a 60 million deal. It's official. Richarlison is a new player for Tottenham. Now Richarlison was apparently linked with a move in this transfer window. It seemed that Manchester United were the ones who were linked with him. Then we were also hearing that Chelsea came in a little bit late when Tottenham were talking to Everton. But it seems that Richarlison will be playing for Antonio Conte. So that's pretty good news for Tottenham fans who are really going to be excited by this. They will have the likes of Harry Kane, Kulusevski, as well as Son, and now Richarlison. So that's pretty exciting for Tottenham fans. Now, Antonio Conte did spend earlier in the transfer window with the likes of Perisic, getting Bissouma from Brighton, and they're still in talks with Spence. So Antonio Conte is being really backed by Tottenham board this time around, and it seems that Antonio Conte is trying to target that maybe a Premier League title challenge, and perhaps he would want to go a little bit further in the Champions League. He has never been that good in Champions League. I'm sure that it will be on his mind to go with this Tottenham squad. He's also trying to target a centre back. It has been reported that there is a full agreement between Barcelona and Tottenham for Lenglet, who will be playing for Antonio Conte. So that means Antonio Conte is trying to get as many as inbounds he can. Once that is done, then he will start working on the players he doesn't need. So I'm sure that Tottenham fans are going to be really excited by what transfer window they're having right now. So Richarlison signing for Tottenham, pretty big news for 60 million, and that means it's going to be a pretty huge news for Everton because they are getting 60 million pounds. What will Frank Lampard do with that money? Is he going to spend on new players? We're going to see about that because there's so many players who have been linked with Everton lately. The likes of Zinchenko, the likes of Gallagher of Chelsea. Remember, Frank Lampard knows him. And Harry Winks as well. Whereas Everton are also looking, maybe somebody might come in for their own striker, Calvert-Lewin. And we might see Everton going for a hunt for a striker themselves. So we'll wait out and see what do Everton do in this transfer window, and I'm sure that they will get some inbounds because Frank Lampard would want to build this team and see what can he do. Now, based on that, we're gonna also look at other clubs such as Ajax. Ajax have signed Wijnaldum. They are also trying to get Brian Brobby. They haven't signed Wijnaldum yet, but there's an agreement. As soon as it's gonna be official, when it's official, then we're gonna let you know. But Ajax are also working on getting Brian Brobby on a permanent transfer from Leipzig. The agreement is in final stages. So Ajax, the outgoings they had this summer transfer window, the likes of Haller, the likes of Gravenberch, Mazraoui, Lisandro Martinez is speaking to Manchester United as well as Arsenal. Maybe Anthony also leaving for Manchester United. So there might be some inbounds now coming in for Ajax. Remember, they were also linked to Bergwijn, who is a Spurs player. Maybe he's a surplus. So we might see Bergwijn coming to Ajax. So Ajax are working on multiple deals at this time, and they would want to get some of the players so the fans could be happy that they're getting some incomings as well. Now, another news for Eredivisie, it's Luc de Jong, who plays for Sevilla, is rejoining PSV Eindhoven on a 4 million euro fee, and he will be playing for PSV Eindhoven. Now, we are also looking at another ex-player who's returning back to his club. It's from Syria. AC Milan have signed Florenzi. Apparently, it's going to be less than 3 million fee from Roma. The contract is going to be till 2025. So Florenzi will be coming back AC Milan. Now, I will be coming back to Premier League. We'll be speaking about Chelsea and Manchester City. I'm going to start with Manchester City and then I'll come back to Chelsea. Now, City, they did acquire Erling Haaland as well as Alvarez back in January. They are currently looking to add Calvin Phillips. It's going to be any day now, whereas the agreement is almost coming to a crucial time where Calvin Phillips will be signed. And once that is done, then City will look towards Sterling, who wants to leave for Chelsea. And I'm sure that they're waiting for the Calvin Phillips deal. Once that is done, it's going to be a kickstart movement for Chelsea to acquire Raheem Sterling. They are also in talks to get their ex-player Nathan Ake. So we might see a double sale from Manchester City towards Chelsea in the shape of Raheem Sterling leaving City and joining Chelsea. Similarly, Nathan Ake also leaving City and joining Chelsea. So this is the update we have right now for both of the clubs. Whereas Chelsea have been also linked to De Ligt, which I did report in earlier. They are still in talks. They want De Ligt. It's going to be pretty hard, but we'll wait and see what do Juventus want. Maybe there'll be some sort of compromise. Maybe there'll be a late bidding war with Manchester United. But remember, guys, Erik ten Hag has worked with De Ligt. He would pretty much want him and Frankie de Jong in the Manchester United, the side he's trying to build. So I would just wait on this De Ligt story. Maybe there are some more developments. Maybe it's going to be a late entry to the window. I'm sure that if Erik ten Hag would speak to Glazers and say, you know what, I want De Ligt. I think he's an important player. I think he could turn Manchester United. Maybe Glazers would be able to give that a green signal and would jump into that bidding war and try to get that player for Erik ten Hag. And just to show the fans that, you know what, maybe when it's not that so bad, we are looking after our manager interest. If he thinks that there's some player who will improve the team, we are ready to back him. Maybe that would be the case. But let's see how it goes further into the transfer window. I'm sure that Juventus will keep De Ligt for one more season. Maybe next season, because remember, guys, this is the World Cup year. Now, players just before the World Cup, such as a big win, they are a little bit cautious in terms of moving to the other clubs. They look at it realistically. If they do want to change their teams, if they want to really go and play for a new team, will they get proper minutes? And they don't want to put their chance for the World Cup on the line. And it's such a big event. It comes after every 4 years. I'm sure it will be on every player's head that they want to participate in that World Cup. And for that, they wouldn't be willing to risk that kind of opportunity. So that's what it is. Now, I will be also speaking about Manchester United. Now, Manchester United are edging closer to get Malaysia. There were some complications with the deal earlier due to the fact that the agent and the father of the player had some sort of disagreement regarding the representation of the player. Has to do something with the commission or maybe something else. We do not know what it is, but it happens. But right now, the news which has been broken by David Ornstein, he said that it's edging closer. It's going to be the first deal which is going to go through under the Erik ten Hag era. Whereas Manchester United are also speaking to Ajax currently right now for Lisandro Martinez. They do know that Arsenal are really after the player. They really want him. They really want him to join Arsenal. Now, the key over here is that if Erik ten Hag gets Malaysia, if he gets Lisandro Martinez, I'm sure that he will be looking at Frankie de Jong near to completion. Once that is done, then they will turn their heads towards Eriksen. And then Manchester United will look at what they have spent. Then they will try to sell some of the players, try to raise some cash, and maybe go back in for Anthony. Maybe they will have to speak to Ajax about Anthony, and Anthony wants to leave the club. He is looking for a move. His heart is set on Manchester United. He really wants that Manchester United move. He has worked with Erik ten Hag, and most probably Manchester United fans, they do think that Anthony will improve Manchester United squad. He is a player who has the X factor. Him and Sancho with Cristiano Ronaldo playing up front alongside Bruno, alongside Frankie de Jong is really going to be something. And Anthony will give that X factor. So I'm sure that Manchester United will try to get these 5 names, which is Malaysia. Then you have Lisandro Martinez. You've got Frankie de Jong, Eriksen, as well as Anthony. So we will see how this one goes. Now, speaking about other names, I want to come and speak about Arsenal. Arsenal have signed Gabriel Jesus. Now, the key over here is that if Gabriel Jesus has been signed by Arsenal. Who are they going for after? They are seriously speaking to Ajax about Lisandro Martinez. Now, with Manchester United also speaking to the player kind of fancies Manchester United due to the fact that Erik ten Hag is the manager. He has played under him. He understands what the manager wants. He understands the way Erik ten Hag wants to play his football. Maybe that is the key for the player to choose Manchester United. But remember that Arsenal was speaking in earlier. They made 2 bids which were refused and rejected. Now, if Manchester United do put in more money than Arsenal, then let's see what Arsenal responds with. Because Arsenal wouldn't want to get into that bidding war. They wouldn't want to overpay for a player to which they think that the fair price on the player is such and such valuation. But sometimes when another club comes in and there is a sort of bidding war, then you think that, okay, how much far are you willing to go for so and so player if you think that is a player is going to improve your team. So I think there is still some legs in this. We're going to find it out soon. It all depends on what Manchester United do bid for him and what offer do they offer to Ajax, and will Ajax think that it's a fair offer on the player. And remember that Manchester United do need Anthony as well. So Manchester United wouldn't want to upset Ajax onto that because their prime target is to get Anthony. So for that reason, I think Manchester United are going to be a little bit respectful and they're going to make sure that they don't kind of ruin anything to which they will face hardship in getting Anthony. So that is the case right now with Manchester United. I'll be moving further for other news in which we'll be also speaking about the big news, which was Mohamed Salah signing the extension with Liverpool. He has signed a new contract. Now Jurgen Klopp was pretty happy. He thinks that Mohamed Salah is the correct representation of Liverpool. He thinks that Mohamed Salah is the perfect player who represent what Liverpool is, specifically the current Liverpool playing style. He thinks that Mohamed Salah is a very important player, is a very important person for Liverpool Football Club right now. He doesn't think that Salah had any future anywhere else. That is the reason that Mohamed Salah has agreed to a contract worth £350,000 per week, and Mohamed Salah has signed a 3-year extension. I was expecting that contract to be around 4 to 5 years, but for some reason it's a 3-year contract. Maybe it's due to the fact that there is some sort of agreement where maybe Salah plays for 1 more season, and if any other club comes in, maybe Real Madrid, maybe Barcelona, maybe some other club, and where Liverpool would still have that kind of, you could say, a leverage where they have years on his contract and they can receive a respectful fee to which they could explain to the fans that they have received a good transfer fee, to which they had to let go of Mohamed Salah. And it works both ways. It serves Salah as well. It also serves Liverpool as a club. So it means it's a compromise, it's an agreement between both of the parties to which they have succumbed to. So I'm sure Liverpool fans are going to be pretty happy. They lost Sadio Mane, which in a manner was pretty good because he had won everything he could at Liverpool. He has moved to Bundesliga and is going to be playing for Bayern Munich. So Liverpool fans were pretty much, I think, hopeful that Mohamed Salah would sign the contract extension, and this contract extension is going to be the key for Liverpool fans to be kind of happy, because remember they've spent big on Darwin Núñez, and we do not know if Liverpool are willing to spend more on the other areas. So fans would see this Salah contract as kind of another, you could say, transfer, and they would be pretty happy, to which Liverpool are gonna show this to the current squad that, you know what, we have kept our best player and we still think that we can challenge for the Premier League title, we can challenge for the Champions League, and they would want the squad to be hungry for those trophies. So in that case, it's a win-win for Liverpool as a football club. Liverpool fans will be over the moon with this news. So Mohamed Salah staying at Liverpool, guys, for another 3 good years, and maybe there's some sort of an agreement that he might get to move in the next window. We'll wait and see. And this is so far the update that we have. There was another news in which Andres Pereira wanted to leave Manchester United for Flamengo, but so far Fulham is the one who have made the bid. So let's see what happens on that front. Whereas for Inter Milan, they have got Andres Onana. They have also got Mkhitaryan. They are looking for incomings. They got Lukaku as well. So Inter Milan working on the incomings. They are still speaking to Dybala. They would want to keep Dybala. They would want to get Dybala. They would want to keep Lautaro Martinez as well. So Inter Milan are keeping themselves busy, whereas AC Milan are also trying to build their squad again. They've got Origi. They've got the likes of Hello Kashmiri Foodie Delight. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much, Entertainly. Thank you very much, Ahmed Hassan. And whereas the likes of AC Milan getting Origi from Liverpool, signing him on a free, getting Florenzi, Maldini also signing the new contract. AC Milan are working on rebuilding this team, rebuilding this squad. So we'll wait and see how this one goes. Whereas there was also an agreement by Lyon who have signed Tolisso. They have also extended a loan deal with Tete from Shakhtar Donetsk. So everything is good between in between Lyon and the fans, because it seems that they'll be selling Paqueta to Newcastle United. So maybe that's the reason that they're trying to get those incomings. So we'll wait and see how that one goes. Arsenal so far have been able to sell Guendouzi to Olympique Marseille. So Guendouzi leaving Arsenal for Marseille. That's a pretty good news for Arsenal, as they're trying to raise some cash so that they could use that cash in the transfer incomings. So this is the update so far that we have, guys. Soon Calvin Phillips will be joining City, and then we will see Raheem Sterling and Nathan Ake going to Chelsea. Whereas in other news, United are edging closer to their first signing ever. And that is what we have for this update for today. And hopefully I'll be tuning in tomorrow, so we will have many more transfer stories to tell. So in the meanwhile, please do watch our videos. Please subscribe to the channel, press that like button, and hopefully I'll see you soon with more transfer updates. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Entertaining. Thank you, Ahmed Hassan. Thank you, Kashmiri Foodie Delight. Please do, guys, subscribe and press that like button. If you have any suggestions, put in the comment section, and I'll be right back to you. I'll be seeing you tomorrow, hopefully for the morning session. Hopefully there'll be some more transfer updates. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice one.